Greetings and salutations, and welcome back to our Europa Universalis 4 Let's Play. There's a beginner's tutorial, introduction, walkthrough, however you want to think of it, where we are trying to play as Delhi and explain why we're doing everything that we're doing. So we last left our country. We got crazy shaped borders by beating up on Timurids, then pushing into Sind. So we're basically trying to take everything to the Indus River here. We eliminated Rewakantha and Hadoti, and have now diplomatically won over Garhwal as a vassal. We're allied to Vijayanagar, Baluchistan, and Bengal, and also Malwa. We're well allied. Definitely much better allied than the other nations in India. So the ones potentially hostile to us are Jampur hates our guts, Gujarat hates us. The Manis likes us, even though we're allied to their rival. Andhra is neutral. Orissa likes us. Jharkhand likes us. And we could potentially vassalize them as well. But we're already won over the number of relations we're allowed. So we're not going to press our luck. Sadly, we can't invade Gujarat, be the next logical target, because they're allied to our ally Malwa, and we'd have to give up that alliance, and we'd have to fight against our ally. I'm not too eager to do that. So for now, we're simply going to remain at peace, try to save up some cash for manpower buildings, recover our manpower a little bit, put down rebellions as they rise up, which it seems won't take very long, and buddy up to some people. So let's buddy up to Jharkhand, because they would become our vassal if we ask them. If they're an independent country now, they're fighting for their independence from Tirhut. I'm not sure what exactly happened there. Oh, sorry, they're a vassal of Jampur still, and they're fighting against Tirhut. But Bengal has promised them to help them if they try to fight for their independence against Jampur. So who else should we try to buddy up to? I don't really care about these southern Indians at the moment. They're just too far away for that to affect us. Show up on our register. So I'm going to try improving relations a little with our allies. Get these guys out to the coast and set them to hunt rebels. If rebels pop up in our country, they'll automatically march over there and try to kill the rebels. And while we're at peace, let's just take a look, make sure everything's going well with our relationship with our estates. And I have no complaints at the moment. Spend some money and get some more manpower buildings. So Ardalan is building up a spy network against us because they serve under Timurids, who's hostile and our rival. Okay, we've got as close of relations as we can get to Baluchistan, so we'll just go to the next ally, Malwa. Looks like our relations have suffered quite a bit there. Strange sound. See, how long has this video been going on? 5 minutes. Why don't we take a quick 1 minute break here on mute while I check the apartment to see what that was. Probably just the cats, but be right back. Okay, sorry about that. So yeah, that was something out of the ordinary, but also cat related. So apparently there's some sort of flying bug in the apartment that got in earlier, and one of the cats was knocking something over in the attempt to catch said bug. Okay, so carrying on. Sorry again about that quick pause. I just had to make sure that nothing had gone wrong. So what were we discussing? Oh, our relations with Malwa had deteriorated slightly. So we're going to buddy up with them. And we can expect some rebels soon. Actually quite a bit of them. That's a consequence of being overextended and having lots of separatism from conquering different places. Now if we didn't want to deal with rebels as much, one of the idea groups that we could choose is humanism. And this is sort of the don't face rebels idea group. There's other really cool stuff, like to get this one first, it's really nice because all of your ideas afterwards are 10% cheaper. It's like you get humanist, finish it off, and then every time you want to get like quantity ideas, instead of being 400 here, it'd be 360 and 360 and 360. It could save you a lot of points. And we're 6 years ahead of time on our military tech. Okay, we are receiving word that Gujarat has plans to invade the Bamanis. And we're told this because Gujarat's ruler has loose lips. He lets it slip that he's planning on invading. Okay, so we can collect taxes from the clergy. If we do, we gain some money but lose prestige and piety. No, we're going to increase our piety, increase our prestige. Okay, so Thada, Seiwan, and Umarkot are now considered part of our our country. We have cores on them. We're just waiting for the core here on Bakar. And we have a rebellion. The rebels rose up right where our army was. Looks like our general's better than theirs, at least in fire. So hopefully we'll kill a lot of them without much effort. Yeah, we had some casualties, but nothing super. Okay, Gujarat made good on that threat to invade Bamanis. We hope lots of Gujaratis die. And where do we want to stick our army now? How about Rewa Kantha? We've already got an army there. So how about Hadoti? Now we have an event. Recent war that's taken our manpower has taken a heavy toll on our people. So what do we do to deal with that crisis? That we've lost so many men, our manpower is empty. We can ease the tax burden on the bereaved and lose taxes. We could be more lenient in drafting in the future and get less manpower for the next 5 years. Or we could suffer from increased chance of rebellions. I want to do this because if an army rises up, we have to kill it, so that's costing us manpower. I want to do this because we already are really low, so we'll lose tax money. Of course, it isn't ideal, but, you know, we're playing lesser of the evils. I'm just checking to make sure everything's going alright with the recording. Let's make a state over here. Because we're allowed 15, we only have 13. Let's keep coring everything we can core. Now we have some states, some estates are demanding more territory in our country. This one is a trade center, so let's give that to our merchant guilds. Or Ulama wants something. We'll just randomly give one of the Sunni provinces. We can give this to our emirs. And we'll just hold on to this one ourselves. Get some more technology, get diplomatic technology, and now we're 6 years ahead of time there as well. So we're doing really well in technology. We're also doing really well in expansion, our economy is strong. We don't have much money saved up, and we don't have any manpower in reserve. We're actually essentially negative manpower because we need some more men to refill all of the beat up units in this army. And let's send some cavalry down here to the other army. Okay, so there's sale of titles, so every once in a while we could give titles of nobility to anyone who can afford to pay. So if we choose to do that, if we sell off titles, our merchants will be happier. And we'll get some money, but our emirs, our nobility, will be unhappy. Or we could go it the other way. Get some stability for free. Our emirs will be happy, and our merchants will be unhappy. Let's do that. And why am I doing that? Well, I like all the bonuses from stability. And we want to keep our emirs happy so that they provide us with manpower. Just gonna hold on to this cash for a little while. Now we are the #1 trader in dyes in each trade good. I went down here to our ledger where we find information and went to the trade, and here we can see all the different goods that are traded on the market and who is the leader in trade. Our market share of dyes is 19%, way higher than anyone else's. So because of that, we get a bonus, higher chance of a new heir. And every trade good, when we get a dominant share in the market, I think it has to be somewhere in the ballpark of 20%, maybe only 15%. We'll get a bonus. So cotton is probably pretty likely to happen before too long. Do you want to make this into a state? Sure. Let's go ahead and give this to our Demi. And we're allowed to invade Multan next year in January. So until then, we'll just wait for these rebels, see if they pop up. And try to recover a little bit. Lots of people are spying on us. That's going to happen all the time. I'm not going to click on each and every one. Okay, Jarkand expanded a little bit. Yeah, they'd still become our vassal. I'm tempted. How can we not? We can get Free Province Nation to become our vassal. Yeah, let's do it. Offered us royal marriage, we will accept. And we need our relations to be 190 or higher, so let's proclaim a guarantee on them. And our truces are expiring. Timurids and Multan. Bengal Khan has declared their war of independence with support from Bengal. And the Ottoman Empire has told us that they've reached tech level 7 on military tech, so they learn how to make large cast bronze mortars, so better artillery, better cannons, and as a result, copper is becoming more valuable for the rest of the game. We do have some copper production in our country. Where is it? Okay, it's right here. These two produce copper. I think there's one up here. No, it's just these two. So they'll make us more money. So that's nice. I like that. And occasionally during the course of play, things like that will happen. Different events will modify the price of trade goods. Okay, now Jarkand is our vassal. So we can look at our diplomatic map and see that this is our country in green, and our vassal here, and vassal there in teal, and then blue are our allies. So between us, our vassals, and our allies, we dominate India. Speaking of dominating India, Gujarat is no longer a valid rival, so we can't embargo them. That's unfortunate. Our maps of Ming aren't very good, but they're falling apart. We can see all that stuff controlled by rebels. Okay, so let's invade Multan. Don't have much manpower, so this could be painful. So I need 9,000 men, so we're going to leave 10. And one of our allies, Baluchistan, would join the war if we wanted to call them in, but we don't want to call them in. Let's spend some of our money to get some more manpower buildings. Looks like we can get 469 guys there. That seems to be the best deal. Yeah, let's do that. Now we can see rebels here in Timurids again. Oh, one of our advisors died. Let's hire his replacement. I think I actually went to upgrade from a level 1 to a level 2 advisor. Why would we do that? Well, first of all, we've got the money to do it. He adds 2 points for administrative power rather than 1. So right now we're getting 10 per month. We hired this guy. Now we're getting 11 per month. And that's more valuable to us than money is. And we don't want to be losing money, of course. Okay. We can hire more mercenaries. More mercenaries are available. It's not a huge deal. Okay, Hardimia's got more influence, which is great. Because now we can lighten their tax burden, which requires that they have 40 or higher influence. And now they're going to be happy for quite a while longer. Okay, we've got lots of military power, so let's hire a second general, just so we have one. And let's start using some of our military power since we're so far ahead of time. Well, I guess we're not so much any longer. We'll just hold on to the points. I was going to start developing. Okay, Mewar. Would jump or defend you? They would. Crazy. We could easily take them both. I'm just worried about our manpower pool. Okay, so we've saved up 400 points. So we could either save that for getting more technology, or we can invest in our first administrative idea. I'm going to do that. And why? Mercenaries are cheaper if we need to rely on them. Now they'll be more affordable. And I'm rushing to get this core creation cost. It's just really good. Okay, there's a feud between noble families. We could side with one of them and kill the others. We could let them fight it out and give up a little bit of the value of this province to autonomy. Or we could spend some diplomatic power, try to settle the issue. We'll do that. Who would just kind of friendly with us and they would become our vassal? Let's buddy up to him. Okay, we've captured Multan's capital. Really wouldn't upset anyone. So we'll just take all of their money. And we have conquered them. That gives us yet another fort. We don't want all those forts, so we're just going to close that one down. Okay, rival of our rival is the Ottomans. Sure, we'll try to buddy up to them. And why? Because it's pretty easy to accomplish. Okay, there's a book burning. Wow, that feels wrong to burn books. It really does. I'm a big nerd. Books are nice. Okay, we gained some piety though. Okay, I'm wondering, Jampur really would defend them. That's crazy. Okay. That's our decision. We're going to raise some more taxes here. Our economic tab. If we raise war taxes, actually let's resist that impulse. It would just save us money. It makes our military cheaper for the next 2 years. And increases number of mercenaries available. I'm just thinking that we're ahead on a military attack. But it's a smart idea to stay ahead. Where you guys going? Let's capture this territory. We only need 3,000 guys here, so we're going to leave 4 behind. And the rest are going to march over to deal with our hated enemy, Jampur. We only need 9,000 guys here, so let's pull the excess back into our territory, waiting in reserves. Oh, they're beating up on our subject. Okay, there's an influenza outbreak in Thada. We could either isolate Thada, quarantine them, And that province will basically be worthless for the next year. Or we could reduce that impact but risk it spreading. We're just going to quarantine them. We really don't need that to contribute to our economy for the next year. Okay, let's march these guys over. They don't have a general, but we do have large numbers. And numbers count for a lot. They're gonna try it again. Let's shift consolidate our units to ensure that we have more units that are ready for battle. Let's actually spend the points to get our third advisor that we're allowed. He's actually really good. He's a 2-star general versus their 1-star. Let's just wait for them to get locked into movement. We're more than halfway along the progress into the province. You'll get locked and you can't stop it or change direction. So that's the situation they're in. And now they're dead. We only need 6,000 guys here. So leave them with 7. Oh, we're kind of stuck here. That's fine. Once one of these forts falls, we'll have greater mobility. And we've already cracked the walls on both places. We're low on manpower, so let's just keep making more of these buildings. 375 looks pretty good. 375, 375. See, how long has this video been going on? 32 minutes. We're going to stop here.